Hello, everybody, and thanks for listening to me 3 nights in a row. After this weekend, Friday, actually started for me Thursday with a bunch of you, and then into Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday, and then even Tuesday. I feel like I've just spent a whole week with a bunch of you or most of you. So it was awesome. The event, I believe, could not have been any better. I was so excited to see how happy everybody was, and I was also excited to finally get a little bit of sleep. So I'm going to just make a few quick announcements. We launched today, and I have to tell all of you out there, I've done 5 backbone migrations in my 30 years in this industry, and this has been the absolute smoothest one. And customer support throughout most of the day today, the hold times were between 2 and 8 minutes about. There was a couple of times that we got up to 12, 13, and 14. But if you remember, the last backbone migration, we had hold times of 5 to 7 hours. So this was a blessing. We are so excited, and we're still in the middle of it. But with that being said, we're having one of the biggest sales days in the history of our company. So let me go ahead and make some of these announcements for all of you. The new login page is at myctfo.com/login.html. But in my opinion, that's the hard way to get there. If you just go to myctfo.com and then / your username, or if you do your username.myctfo.com and go right to the main website and just click login at the top right of the page. That's how I do it. That's the way I go there. So just wanted to let you know that those are your 2 options for getting in your back offices. Passwords and usernames were transferred from the old system, and I've not really heard of anybody not having them work yet. But if that doesn't work for any reason for you, please use the password reset on the login page, or you can call customer support tomorrow, okay? But we've had very little, if any, folks that couldn't get in. And credit card information, it should have been sent over from the old system. However, it should be there, okay? But it would still be a good idea for everybody to log into their account. And like I said, we're having a record sales day, so there's no doubt that there's credit cards in there, okay? But we're just making this as a recommendation. So if something kind of goofed up a little bit on yours, it gets handled, okay? So if you can log into your account, and especially if you have an auto ship, go into the back office and click manage auto ship, then view modify auto ship order to make sure that the correct items are in your auto ship, and also to make sure that your credit card that you want to use for it is set up. Okay. So folks, we're not saying this is mandatory. We're just saying do it, just do it to make sure that you're not going to have any challenges. Okay. There's still some data being imported into the new system. So if you don't see all of your orders or other things in your account yet, don't worry about it, okay? It's definitely happening. It should be there within the next few days. Commission history currently only goes back to the end of October. So that you go in there and look at your past commissions, that's what you're going to see. We're still working on getting that information into the system. This could be a few weeks, though, before it's all in there, because quite frankly, it's low on the totem pole right now. We need to make sure that everything else is working properly, and it's really going well. For those of you that are on the premium marketing subscription already in our old system, you should have access to the app and desktop system by tomorrow afternoon. Yes, we know some people already have it right now, okay? So just know it's taking time, it's populating, it's happening. I happen to be one of the lucky ones and I have it already. You are going to flip out when you see your new desktop back office and the app on your phone and all of the tools and everything. And thank you so much, everybody, for the phone calls and text messages and emails, telling me that this is the most exciting thing you've all ever seen since we've been doing this. So one more quick announcement. myctfo.com is our main site. That's the main one now, okay? That one already is showing as secure. Our other domains like myctfocbd.com, that's one of the others, and some of the others will all be secure, okay? But it's going to take some time for that to happen. It's already on the programmer's list. There's nothing for you guys to do. Don't worry about it. But if you're worried about somebody seeing a completely secure site, just send them to your username.myctfo.com or myctfo.com/your username. Okay. And it'll be totally secure. All right, everybody. So those were some quick house cleaning announcements. Now let's get to why you're on this webinar in the first place right now. I'm going to introduce our guest speaker who's going to take you through our brand new marketing system and the app that is a part of it and goes along with it and some other great tools. But folks, I got to first just tell you how this happened and why you all ended up with this and why you have this at your fingertips right now. A little over a month ago, just barely over a month ago, I get a text message on my phone and it's from this gentleman and it says, hey, check this out. And I watched this short video and it really got my attention. I was like, this is interesting. I just might have to call him. But then within a minute or so after I watched the video, I get a phone call from him. And he says, hey, Stu, I saw you watched 100% of my video. What do you think? And I said, well, that's pretty darn impressive. How did you know I would watch it right now? And he said, because it told me that you watched it and how much you watched. And folks, that was from him simply sending me a text message. Something that I look at every single day in my life, text messages, right? So I said, all right, James, you got my attention. Tell me a little bit about it. Then he told me all about it. And I was like, we got to have this thing. How long does it usually take, to implement? And it's, pretty much like a 2 or 3 month thing typically. And I said, great, we got about 30 days. Can you get it done? And they did. They absolutely got it done. So then he came to our event this weekend in Reno. A bunch of you got to meet him and everything. Did a great job showing folks what we're about to have. And now everybody, it's here. It's launched. Some of you already have it. The rest of you will have it by late tonight or probably by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. With that being said, I want to introduce James Porter from Verb Technologies, who is helping you all be technology geniuses. So James, go ahead and take it away.
Awesome. I appreciate that, Stu. Great to be with you. Hopefully there's some of you that I met out in Reno. I was able to go to the Friday night part of the event and then into Saturday. So I got to meet a lot of great CTFO members and you guys gave me a warm welcome and really appreciate it. Hopefully some of the things I presented there and even tonight will resonate and you can see the simplicity of what we're trying to do. What we're not trying to do is make things overly complicated and difficult. Life's difficult enough. You don't need to make it more difficult. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let's see if I can come in here and share my screen so I can go through a little bit of a PowerPoint. Let's see, open system preferences. I have a little bit of an issue with sharing my screen. Let's see. Stu, you might have to grant me access. It's saying that Zoom to share your screen. It's not letting me share my screen. So while we get this kind of figured out, let me kind of, oh, there it is.
Do you get it, James?
No, I didn't actually.
Okay, because I'm looking at this end, and I'm so sorry, everybody. I don't see anywhere to allow you to share. I see where I can share.
I think what I actually have to do, everyone, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and come right back. It's telling me that I need to step out and then it kind of reboots the system and lets me come back. So I'm going to do that. If everyone hold tight 30 seconds, I promise I will make it worth your while. But we'll just jump right back into this. Give me a minute.
Okay, well, I'm going to dance while James is gone. So everybody, I apologize ahead of time. If you've ever seen me dance, you know why I'm apologizing. All kidding aside, and I'm looking at some of the comments here, and man, we are so excited how you think the site looks amazing and the app is awesome and how great this is and very cool. We're excited, ready to rock. I'm just reading some of the comments obviously right now. So folks, trust me, this is going to be worth your time tonight. The absolute worst thing that will happen right now, if James can't get it to show on his screen, I'm going to have him email me the PowerPoint real quick, and then I'll put it up on my screen. And when he says next slide, I'll hit next slide. That's the worst thing that's going to happen. Oh, it's working.
I think I got it. Yep.
All right, James, we can see it.
Yeah, but just a little funky thing came up. Okay, so everyone should see my screen. Again, James Porter, the VP of Sales here at Verb Technology. I've actually been in direct sales for 12 years. So I've seen quite a bit change. Some of you guys might know us as Sound Concepts, and Sound Concepts has been in business since 1992 in direct sales, and actually technically since 1979. So hopefully that garners us some credibility as far as industry knowledge, because we've just been around so long and been able to ebb and flow within the industry. I specialize in supporting direct sales companies with their next level growth with an emphasis in brand development, digital and print marketing efforts. So I also help the CTFO store that has print on demand business cards, mailing labels, card decals, and some apparel items there. The focus tonight is going to be the digital product, because that's the most progressive thing we got going on. That's really pushing the envelope. And the total annual revenue of my clients currently is 2.7 billion. So I work with billion-dollar companies, and I work with startup companies and companies in the middle. And ultimately, I'm trying to help everyone get to that next level. I want you to know that I ultimately succeed as you succeed, and vice versa. So this really is a symbiotic relationship that we have and I have here with CTFO and Verb. I support digital prospecting systems and online marketing tools, stores, swag, etc., like I said. So just a little bit about myself. One of my principles of leadership is about making others better as a result of your presence and making sure that impact lasts in your absence. So hopefully, if I'm really presenting a leadership opportunity to all of you tonight, then I am going to leave you with something that you walk away with after tonight, long after presentation's gone and done, saying this is going to help me, my business, my family, my community, whatever it might be. And technology has the ability to do that. It has the ability to slow you down too, but I truly hope that you walk away feeling like the technology we're presenting here is helping you to progress. So we obviously have a new technology announcement, and that is the CTFO app. Within this application, you will be able to do a lot of great sharing and information training there. You'll be able to build hot lists. You'll be able to share content via text message, email, and social media. We're actually going to get into product samples too. That's kind of a pre-announcement, if you will. So I really want to hit on that and show you the power of sampling. And that is a to come issue, but we are hot and heavy in it right now. Know that we're already in the works on that, but we're going to tease it a little bit tonight. Interactive videos, that would be kind of the next level of technology within the CTFO app. You can actually make interactive videos there, and that would be on the more advanced level. So if you're not quite there, don't be intimidated by it yet. You don't have to know how to do everything off the bat. You can kind of ease into it, and I'm going to show you how that's done. You actually receive notifications back as people interact with the things you share with them, and you can track that activity, set up reminders, and such. This is a full content library. So you think about it. We've always wanted to have video in one spot. Back in the day, saying I've been here 12 years, what you would do is you'd make a website. You'd make ctfovideoshare.com. And everybody that wants a video would go to ctfovideoshare.com, and you would copy that video, and then you would send it over to somebody else. But the problem is you don't know how they interacted with it. You don't know what they watched, how much they watched, if they watched at all. And you know what's even worse is CTFO, who's creating this content, has no idea either. So they go, we made the best video ever. This video is amazing. They put all this money into it, and now they don't know what's happening. They don't know if it really is as good as they think. They don't know if it's generating revenue. They don't know if it's engaging unique prospects. They don't know if it's the same person looking at it over and over. With a tool like ours, on a granular level, each individual rep can look at these and know how it's interacted with, and we as a company can actually look at this and we can have data-driven results. So we're not just going to guess at this. It's going to take time. It's going to take use case is what they call it. We want to look at users' activity and say, this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing well. And we come to conclusions based off of that, which is better than we could ever do before by just guessing how things are shared on a website. Social media, image library, PDFs, you guys have great content, and there's going to be more and more that comes as this goes on as well. I'm going to show you how you can sync your contacts directly from your phone into the CTFO app. And I'm going to talk with you guys about key results and engagement. So I talked about that unique prospect engagement. We will actually be able to tell if unique people are going to your sites. And we've built out some new sites for you that I get to show you guys tonight. That'll be a ton of fun. So this is kind of the simple overview of how you share. I'm going to go into an actual app share as well, but this is the simple overview from it. You would pick a post, something you wanted to post to social media. You'd pick the platform on social media that you wanted to share it to natively within your app. So native means it should be an experience that is much like using your phone normally. You're not going to a website, you know how it's loading and doesn't look like it quite fits. That's not what this is. This is a native experience, so it fits the phone properly. Compose a message. We want you to make unique messaging there, and then you hit post and you are done. Within this, I'm going to hit on the power of video. There's some stats here that are pretty staggering. People just retain so much more information by watching a video than they do by reading, if they even read. Reading is wonderful, and I believe in it. I believe we can gain so much from it, but unfortunately in our day and age, people just are not spending the amount of time it takes to read something as opposed to watching a video. Even the second bullet point here says 4 times as many consumers would rather watch a video about a product than read about it. So we just see that, and I'm sure you probably see that in yourself. It's just easier to consume content video-wise. And that's where we come into this interactive video player. And that's what I want to show you guys, how you can create a selfie video that has actionable buttons inside of it. And there's a bunch more. We're actually going to be launching our desktop version of the CTFO app as well. And I'm going to show you how that works. You are going to get a slightly above crash course tonight, but I can tell you, my commitment to you is I will continually train you even after tonight. I can spend a really long time going over this, but that is not what I want to do. I want to give you some simple directives. We can always do another training another time. That's my commitment to you, is to continually train you. If your commitment is that you will actually jump on and use the platform and understand it more and more as you gain success with it, just like Stu's example of how I shared our system with him. That's what our CEO here calls eating our own chili. I'm literally using the platform we built to help our sellers to grow, to build our business. That's what I'm doing here. And that's how I contacted Stu, got in touch with him. We had known each other a little bit already, but he caught the vision. And the next thing you know, we're going down the road, and I'm here with you wonderful people tonight. We got some new lead capture pages for you as well. These have been built out professionally so that you can drive enrollments, you can drive some lead capture abilities. There's a lot that you can do here. And I'm gonna actually lean on Michael Swelling over time as well. He's kind of the brainchild behind some of these things and can really help us. He's very well experienced in this and really helped out getting these done. Sampling, okay? Sampling is a beautiful thing. There's a psychology behind it. As people have the opportunity to try a product, they build a craving off of it. This actually, from this Duke behavioral economist, says cravings. What samples do is they give a particular desire for something. If I can give you a tiny bit of chocolate, all of a sudden it would remind you about the exact taste of chocolate. It would increase your cravings. So the same type of process takes place even when something's not a consumable. Chocolate is the very obvious one, and that's why he uses that here. But there's other things that happen. Do I have better sleep? Now, after I get a good night's sleep, my body, my brain, my craveability remembers that. And if I have a product that can help me sleep better, I want to have that again, especially when the next night I don't use it. So the craveability factor works in a lot of different ways. One of the most obvious case studies is Costco. You know, if you want a free lunch, go to Costco on a Saturday afternoon and you can walk the aisles and get free food for you and your kids all you want. Now, they don't do that so you can get a free lunch. They do that because their statistics have shown, the data-driven statistics have shown, that they increase their sales anywhere from 71% to 2,000%. And they an average of 400%, which is 4 times than if they didn't do it. So they're happy to give away this product because they see that it builds and builds and builds upon itself. And you know what else happens? And my family is totally in this boat. You try a product once because you sampled it, and guess what? After your family likes it, you know what you do? You go back and buy it again, and you buy it again, and you buy it again. And that's the same process and pathway to conversion that you will see with the sampling program as well. Now, that's just a tease. Go ahead, Stu.
James, I'm so sorry, but I don't mean to interrupt you, but I got to tell you, I got one of the most exciting text messages of all today. There was this really sweet lady at the Reno event that talked me out of basically giving her 3 of my sample packets of the keto creamer, the new product that we launched. And I only had like 4 or 5 packets, and she came there and I go, well, I believe everybody should get 3 of these, because if you do it 3 days in a row, you're going to be hooked. She texted me this morning and she said, all 3 sample packets are gone along with 3 pounds. Totally excited. So these samples are going to light people up, folks. Sorry,
Awesome.
James. Go ahead.
No, no, that's great. And that's what we want to see, guys. We want to have data-driven analytics, but I can tell you the anecdotal evidence is very powerful as well. Anecdotal evidence being evidence that people bring to you, you had success and you go tell somebody else. You know, these are powerful things as well. And the combination of that is very, very powerful. And that's what drives hyper growth with indirect sales. I can tell you, as 12 years of being here, I've been with very successful companies, and I've been with companies that haven't made it. And I can tell you that as you can build something that is duplicatable and can be replicated in the field, and that builds craveability, that helps people with their long and short-term health issues, this is what builds hyper growth. And so you guys are on the cusp of that, right? You're trying to get to that point where you hit that hyper growth, and everyone that's on this call here today benefits from it because you guys are the early adopters. So that's part of the beauty of it here. And a technology like I'm showing you here today, I strongly believe and have personally invested in believing that it can do that for you and can be one of those key contributors. So what you're seeing now is the CTFO app, all right? I use an iPhone, so I'm an Apple user, and so this is how it looks on an Apple phone. You may be an Android user. This is what we call a native application. So this is not loading, you know, this is not a website that I'm going to that's loading through. This is a native app. And I want to show you some simple things that I can do here. I have videos, I have images, I have PDFs, I have training PDFs, and these are all shareable. Actually, before I get into that, let me tell you how you would log in. So one, you would search inside the App Store. So let's see, CTFO. All right, there it is right there. I had downloaded it already. There's the CTFO app. Now, we've actually looked in the Google Play Store and it doesn't show up quite as easy. But as people log in, they're going to be able to see that more and more just because it hasn't been downloaded very, very much at all. I'm going to actually right now share with you this website. This website is what's called a marketing page. I'm going to share this with everybody on the chat. So if you are a user that wants to go in and find that, I am going to share that with you right now. Panelists and all attendees. So this is the website. So if you click on that or you copy and paste that website in, that ctfo/share.com/about, it'll take you to this page. And whether you're an Apple user or an Android user, you would just simply go there and it'd take you right to the page. So even if you're not finding it, you can go right there. And you also, as Stu had mentioned already, you also may have the opportunity to log in. There's a few things that are kind of being worked through. So if you guys can give us a little grace with the backbone coming all together and with the app launching, we just had to make sure that everything was working right. And so we're looking at about noon Pacific tomorrow. I feel very strongly by then, everything will be working properly on the login, on some of the linking that takes place. So for now, if you guys can give us some grace, that would be just wonderful, okay? So I'm gonna go into the app now. I wanna show you guys how to do some simple things within the app. So if I wanna go in and I wanna share something on social media, one of the things that people often wanna do is they wanna share a video on social media. I actually would encourage you not to share videos on social media. The reason why is because what it will do is it will drive that post down because they don't want you to leave social media. So what I think you should do is this. Take an image, all right? You can pick any image you want. I'm gonna pick this one right here. I'm gonna pick this image. Now, I can actually preview, oh, let me come back to that. I can actually preview this by hitting that little eye right there. So this is what this image is gonna look like. And this is what I'm gonna share to social media, okay? Now I'm gonna press social. I can share this different ways. Email, text message, social. I can copy it or I can download it. I'm gonna press social. Now it says write a unique message. I can also use the example message right here, but if I try and copy it, which is the next step up here on the top right, I try and copy it, it says, oops, we want you to make this at least 10% different, okay? Because we don't want every member of CTFO to go ahead and post the same exact image with the same exact copy. I'm gonna do something very simple like this. This is one of my faves. All right, I just put in something real simple right there. I made it 10% different clearly. I come up here, I press copy, Now it copies it in. Now this is the share sheet down here. See this right here? This is the share sheet. So these are the apps that I've recently gone into. I can actually go directly to Messenger if I want. Or I can go into the about, the more, and I can pick Facebook. All right. Now remember, this is a training point. I pressed copy before. Facebook will not allow you to go, here's the post, here's the copy, push it right through. They want you to have some unique messaging. So the way we've gone about that is we've done a copy feature. Now you have to go and click on the cursor and paste it in. And see how it pasted what I put there? Now in the top right, I just press next. Who am I going to share it to? Share. Now I'll share it to Facebook. Now let's go over to my Facebook page and see what it looks like. And this is exactly what I put up. All right, this is a great way to share. Now let me show you some next level things. All right, that's the simple way to share. Now I'm going to come back into my CTFO app and I'm going to say, I also want this video to be in the first comment. So I'm going to copy this video link, copy right there, come back over to Facebook. And in the first comment, I'm going to say, and this video will tell you more about our products. Okay, there, paste, and I just pasted it in, and I tell. And now that link will take people to a video. Look, they're populated just like that. See how that populated right there? Now this would be something that you can do. You can post an image to social media and then the link is in the comments and that will not drive down the reach. If you just try and put in a video straight to Facebook, actually only about 5 to 15% of your friends that you have will see it. This type of post will get like a 70 to 85% reach on it. So really simple things you can do. Hopefully that didn't blow anybody away. That's a simple way that you can share on social, okay? So that's how I'd share things. Share an image, maybe in the first comment, share a video, all right? Now I wanna go down here and look at some different things I have. I have a lead capture page. I have 2 lead capture pages. As I click on those, I can press the little I and I can preview them and see what they look like. Here's a preview of this. Now this is in the mobile version, okay? This is the mobile version. I can go in, there's multiple videos, there's areas I can join now. So if somebody's ready to join or you think they're close, you could actually text message this link over to them. I can say, I want to text message this over to Adam here, okay? And I send that and it goes right through. Now, as Adam clicks on that, we already saw what it looks like, but as Adam clicks on that, we can actually see, look, I clicked on it. That wasn't him. I clicked on it. That's what happened there. And then in my feed, it shows me that Adam viewed my CTFO opportunity page. So you're actually able to get that feedback that takes place as well. If we have videos that we share via text message that same way, and they view the video, I'll actually be able to see how much of the video they viewed there. I'm on a test user right now, so it's a little wonky, but it will work perfectly for you guys by noon tomorrow, okay? When you share videos, you're going to see how much of it takes place. And where I found that is down here at the bottom. See where it says tools? I have tools. I'm gonna get in contacts in a minute. And then feed right here is where I see all the activity that's taken place. And you can see this app just launched today. So this is only today that I've done a couple little test things. Now say I wanna set a reminder. I'm like, Adam has gone to my site multiple times. I could set a little reminder. I can just screw over there and it tells me this is a little reminder area. Within the feed, there's also a news section, so you can see all the CTFO social media posts that are taking place there. But the actions area is where you want to go to the most. And you see how people get, not only do I get it in the feed, but I got that instantaneous response. What I did when I clicked on that, it texted me and said, Adam has gone to your site. Now that was me, that wasn't Adam, I did that. But that's just to show you guys how it works. So we have this instant feedback, and I promise you, the more you kind of get things out there, the more feedback you get, the more successful you're gonna feel. And I'll even give you another tidbit. As I have used this to build my personal business here at Verb, what I have found is that people will go ahead and watch the video. And if they watch 80% of the video, just like Stu, I knew he watched 100% of it. I don't want to put too high of a number on it, but I'll just say a very high number of the people that watch over 80% of the video actually buy the product. And I suspect you guys are going to have that same thing, because if somebody spent the time to do that, then they can go ahead and find you can find a way to get product in their hands if they're going to even watch a 2-minute video. And look at all the content you guys have here. Most of our clients in your situation do not have this type of content. You should be sharing this regularly. Now, one of the things I do not want you to do, I've been getting a couple chats here, people want tips. One of the things I do not want you to do is what's called social media vomit. You have all these images and you're posting 3 or 4 of them a day. That is not why people are friends with you on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. That's not why they're following you. They're following you because you have a relationship with them, okay? And you do not want to get to the point where all they think you're there for is to share CTFO. If you shared 1 or 2 social media posts a week, I think you would be in a great spot. That would be a great thing. Now, the area where you can share more is you can go in and you can share videos via text message, because those are one-to-one. And you can share personalized thoughts inside of those. And all those are showing is inside your standard feed. This is just a standard feed. This is just the normal conversation that I had with Adam Roberts here, who's one of my coworkers. So I'm not doing anything outside of what I normally do. Now, if a lot of people think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to copy the link and put it in there. Now, one thing with the copy link is it does not have the trackability on it, okay? We don't know who you're pasting in that message into. If you paste a link into Facebook, we have no idea who clicked on that. So if you text message it over, we know who you texted it over, because I'm going to get into the contacts here in a minute. You've picked a contact that you want that to go out to. So keep in mind, this is unique linking when you do text message, when you do email. If you do social share, if you do copy, we are not getting notified exactly who's clicking on that, all right? Hope that makes sense to you, because those are environments that are totally open. All right, so next thing I want to talk about is contacts.
Hey, James.
Go ahead, Stu.
Sorry, but people are asking, can this be downloaded to your desktop? And it's already in your back offices. When you pay the $19.95 to upgrade to all of this whole system, you get what James is showing you right now. It's all there. And I played with it today. It's amazing. It's one of the best contact management systems I've ever seen. But sorry, James, so you might want to just point this out just a teeny bit.
That was perfect. I'll give you a little sneak peek. What you're looking at now is the desktop version of this platform. So it's not an app. It's a desktop website that you would go to, and you can get there from the back office, exactly like Stu said. But let me finish up with the app. I've gone through, I only got about 2 more things on the app, then I'm going to jump into the desktop here. Okay, so the first time you come in here, down at the bottom, see where it says tools on the left? That's where you first come in here. And then you go into contacts right there. Then the feeds there in the middle. The business section is an area where you can enroll somebody. You can purchase product for someone right there as well. So you can go right in and do that. Or you in the settings section, there's not much you need to do. We've actually preset everything. I would suggest you just leave that area alone. But contacts is a big one, so I want to spend some time here. That's the second one from the left on the bottom. First time you come in, it'll look like this. It'll say, do you want to sync all your contacts? See where it says sync all? It's going to pull all the contacts from your phone. That's the honey hole of contacts within our industry, folks. You got to pull all those contacts into the phone, or you can say, you know what? I just want to pull contacts one by one, by one, by one, by one, and done, and they'll show up over here. Now, I can go in and I can look at each contact. See, I met this guy at the gym. I can scroll over, make someone a hot contact, scroll over, make someone a cold contact. There's also a swipe function up in the top left where I go right, hot, left, cold. So you can get through 1,000 people in 20 minutes, and you could have a segregated hot and a cold list. So this is kind of the beauty of, instead of making the 50 most unique people or hot prospects on a sheet the way we used to, there actually is an area that you can click right in. You know, someone just asked a really good question about a magic link. Some of you, if not all of you, will have received a magic link by noon tomorrow, and that may have come via email or text message, depending on how it was set up, okay? So you can actually log right in from that. Just follow the instructions. It just says, welcome to the CTFO app. You click that link, download the app, and it actually automatically populates for you. So if you want the easiest way to get in, use the magic link. If you've already logged in and you just went and found the app and used your username and password from your back office, then you're good to go. And that's all it is. Your login is the same login as it is to your username and password. It's nothing different, okay? If you're having problems beyond that, after tomorrow afternoon, I don't want to get a bunch of emails tonight because we're still kind of going through the populating process, then we will be there. So that is the contact manager. We want to make it simple and easy, okay? You can go in and you can share with all of these contacts via text message or email right away. When we do launch this sample feature, okay, that's coming couple weeks, all right? Give us a little time. It's going to be right here, and it's going to be native. And you are going to press on the sample you want to send, pick the contact you want to send it to, up to 10 contacts you can send it out to, and boom, and an automated email drip campaign will go out, as well as we will put that sample together and ship it out to you. It'll be very, very beautiful. All right, biggest thing, most advanced thing too. So those of you that maybe get intimidated by technology, I want you to watch, but I don't want you to think, oh, I have to do this right away, because you don't. But if you like new, innovative, cutting edge products, this is it. The My Tools section, when I press on Add a Tool right here, it takes me in. These are just the videos from my phone. I can also go in, I can create a video myself right here, all right? I'm gonna pick an existing video. I'm gonna pick this one right here, all right? I pre-made this one. Now what happens is I have different buttons that I can add to this video, because what I did is at certain points, and all I'm gonna do is right here, I'm gonna scrub over with my finger. This is just me with my finger, and there'll be a point here at about second 10 where my finger comes up. All right, see that? Now I'm gonna add a website button, because I'm gonna tell them if they wanna join CTFO, they can do that. I put it right over my finger. It's gonna show up at about second 10 or 11, okay? Now I need to add a website to it. Right here is where I do that. I press that little plus button, and I'm gonna add in my CTFO opportunity website, because I told them, press here if you wanna learn more about the opportunity. All right, now I'm done. The way I go back to the original page is this little arrow right here. I press that arrow. Now I have a second time I put my finger up right there at second 17. And I said, you know what, I got a Facebook group. You can actually follow me on my Facebook group. You do have to go into your Facebook business page or your group and copy that URL in. We cannot just port it right in. I'm just gonna do facebook.com for now. Now over here, oh, you know what? I think I was off on where my button was. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it. I want that button to show up a little differently. Okay, now over here, I did a third one. And here I said, give me a call if you just wanna talk about this right now, okay? Give me a call. All right, and that one's gonna come up at second 24. And now I know I'm done. I put my finger up at 3 spots. I made this little selfie video. I'm not that good at these, to be honest with you. I press next up at the top right. Now it says, put a title into it. I'm gonna call this the CTFO test video. I pick a thumbnail. I don't like any of my thumbnails, but I'll pick this one just to be funny. I could write a description in it. Now let me show you, when we built this tool, we built it with the idea of prospecting, building customers. But what has happened is over time, we have seen this used a lot for onboarding. When you bring on a new team member, when you bring on a new customer, make a personalized video for them. They know that you're not, you know, a movie star, but you took the time to make this personalized video for them, and they see the technology you're using. What do you think they're gonna say at that moment? Wow, how did you even do that? But you see, it's not really that hard. It is harder than just text messaging something over, but it's not beyond what a lot of you can do. All I do is after this is I press save up at the top right, and there's my video right there. And I can go in and I can text message that over, and guess what happens is I text message that and people interact with those videos. It will tell me what's going on. When they press on those buttons, it will tell me what's going on, okay? So I want you guys to see the power of what's going on here. You not only have a marketing system, that's what they've been called forever. You have the top of the line, best in industry platform for building your business through digital means, okay? And I can say that because the company that I'm the vice president of sales for, we know what our competition is, and we're blowing them away. And we want CTFO to be a part of what we're doing, and CTFO wants us to be a part of what they're doing. So it really becomes this relationship partnership that's mutually beneficial. And there's a lot of ways that you guys can benefit from this, okay? And as we start to expand internationally, we'll be there to support you as well. So hopefully that gives you an overview of some of the simple things that you can do to start sharing right away, okay? Now I want to get into the desktop version.
James, sorry, but I know I keep interrupting you, but I just want to share something really quick. Everybody, I hope you caught how amazing that was. When James made that little video, when he sends it to you or me or anybody and it plays, literally, you just touch those spots on the screen where he put them and it'll call them or go to Facebook or any of that stuff. Folks, that's the wildest technology ever. And I thought, yeah, this is way beyond me. I've been playing with this app. This is like one of the most simple things I've ever used. So it's really, really amazing. I just want you to know, James, I am more impressed with this than any other system that I've ever seen.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm actually going to go into it. I kind of jumped off because of time's sake, but let's just look at it here, okay? So what you're going to see here is this is the video I made. It's on mute, but this is the video I made. Now watch here at about 10. What's going to happen? My finger comes up, and there's that button that I had said. Now about 4 seconds later, what do we have? Another button that came up. Oh, maybe not. Now there should be another button. Oh, that one came up late. I was messing with that Facebook one too long. Let's press the website one, see what happens. This is the website one that I pressed on. And look, James Porter has viewed your CTFO opportunity page. This is my op page that I sent over. I said I was going to send over in the video. Remember that? Now let's go back over to the app and go into the feed. And what does it say? You shared this video with James Porter. He visited your site. He watched 95% of the video, and he clicked on the opportunity page for the action alert. So you're receiving all this feedback as people interact. All right. Now I need to jump into the desktop version of this. There's going to be more, and like I said, I can spend hours. I don't have hours tonight, unfortunately. When you come in here, you can log in right from your back office. If not, you can come into that website that I'd shared earlier, and you can click on login right there, and your username and password will take you in. Now from here, you can bring in your contacts. So you can import contacts here. You can bring them in from an email, from a CSV, from a V card. You can pull all your contacts from your email, and they'll be in an Excel file, and you can drop them right in. You can add a contact one at a time if you would like, if there's just somebody you just want to be there. The other cool thing, as you add contacts here, they actually will show up in your phone if you'd like them to. You can manage your contacts. You can put people inside of folders if you want. If you want to add a folder, you can actually go to create new folder here, and you can say CTFO best. And I created a CTFO best folder, and I can start putting people inside of their folders. I only have 4 people here, so I don't have enough to really build out a folder. But let's say I wanted to go in and I wanted to start sharing different assets with these people. So it already shows me here that James has gone to videos, and this is from things I shared with him via the app, right? So from here, if I wanted to share a presentation or send him a presentation or send him a video, I can do that here. If I wanted to put in notes, met James at the mall, who knows, save. Now I want to share a video. I can pick the video I want to share. I can pick an email template, how I want it to be. I want to share with him the Y10X Pure, and that's the video as it shows up there. I can add in any text that I'd like, put a subject on this, test. Down here, I can add other attachments, and I can send that email out right away. So I'm able to pull those in. So if you're someone that likes using the desktop, you can do some of the same things here as you would in the app. I'll tell you, our use rate is a lot higher in the app. It's about 8 to 1, but you can get a lot out of this. You can become a super user here if you would like, because you can do things like this. You can start to send presentations out to people or to groups of folders. You can say, I want to add this video, I want to go in here and I want this lead capture page to show up. I want this PDF to show up. And then I'm going to call this the test CTFO. And I'm going to save that presentation. Now I've built a presentation with 2 videos, a PDF, and all coming back to me. Now I want to share that presentation. I want to share it with who? I'm going to share it with Alan. I'm going to pick the template that I want, or subject name. It's got that presentation here. One thing you got to remember is when it says presentation 13, that's the thing you built out. Sometimes it gets a little tricky because you're like, wait, I don't see anything there. You'll want to play with this because it's not always so obvious what's taking place. You can pick an area of focus. It can be opportunity focused. It can be product focused. I'm going to pick this focus. That means that's the lead capture page that will take them back to. You can pick the person you want to send it to and send out the email right there. You can upload videos, not to share assets, but the videos you upload are the videos that you would put on the interactive tool player, okay? Also from here, you can send text messages from this. I actually don't think that's a great thing to do because you actually have to buy those text messages. You get them for free on your phone, all right? So I am not going to jump into that because I don't think that's the best use of your time. There's a to-do tool here. So you can start to create actions of to-do things that you want to happen. If you want to add a to-do item, you can say, what date do I need to follow up this person on? I need to follow up him on the 20th. I know Adam is ready to join. Call him at 3 p.m. All right? And I added to-do list item right there. Now I'll receive a reminder when that comes through. You can share your web pages. You can do all kinds of things here as you share these. You can even go in and send some digital media through a one-click email. It's like a simplified email. We'll have some autoresponders that we continually build out. So here, these autoresponders actually will go out over a multiple day period. So you can see this goes out over day 1, day 4, day 7, day 10, day 13. You simply would pick the person that you want to send this to. Who do you want to send the email drip to? And then you create done and send that out. Now, you can tell I'm kind of going over this quickly because one of the challenges I've seen, I've done this a lot, you guys. There is so much I'm showing you tonight, all right? I want you to focus on 2 or 3 things that you want to do. Share on social media, share a drip campaign in the desktop, share your lead capture page via text message. That's where I want to start. We have a lot of time to build this out. This is very easy to do. You will learn more and more over time as you jump in and use this. But for now, that's kind of where I want to stop because you've got a big training on the app. I've brushed over some things on the desktop, and I want you guys to start engaging on it, and we'll build more and more training out for you. So I hope this was helpful for you. Happy to take a little bit of Q&A. I got about 5 minutes. If there's any Q&A that anybody would like to jump into, I know the questions come up. Is this going to be available in Spanish? We will add some Spanish assets for now. We needed to focus on English to get it out the door. So hopefully that was helpful. Stu, anything else you want to chime in on?
Yeah, there's just a few things. And James, there's a bunch of questions, but overall, everybody's just flipping out and talking about how awesome this is and everything. I mean, my phone's been blowing up, all kinds of stuff. I want everybody to hear just a couple of things. One person said on here, and just one person, you know, do free associates get this app? Do they get it for free? Folks, the answer is no. I mean, there's no other company on the planet that gives you all what we give you all for free. I'm kind of, don't get mad at me, but I'm kind of offended that you would even ask that question. And here's the reason why, okay? We've spent millions of dollars on websites and systems and backbones and all this stuff, and we give it to everybody for free. You know, God knows how long it's going to take us to recoup our investment in this system. But here's the thing, like James was sharing with me, look, this usually sells for $29.97 or $29.95 or even more. And there's something that you need to know. Because we care about the average person out there and because we want them to succeed at almost any cost, but not the cost of the company going out of business because it can't pay its bills, okay? Think about this, everybody. We're 100% debt-free. We're doing awesome. But what we give you all for free is borderline ridiculous. One of the hardest things I'm having with some solid top-notch leaders that are joining the company is they can't believe they're getting what they're getting for free. They think it's too good to be true, right? So this app is $19.95 a month, and it's not just the app, it's everything, including the back office CRM. Now you're gonna have for free, if you're a free associate, a different CRM that's in your back office as well. But when you spend this $19.95, you'll be able to click a button in your back office that automatically takes you here, and you'll have this way enhanced, upgraded system that's better than anything I've ever seen. And I've paid $30 a month and $50 a month for systems that didn't even hold a candle to this. So there's a couple of things I just want to make really, really clear. It's $19.95 a month for all this upgraded stuff. You could build your whole business without ever getting any of this, but quite frankly, I think you're nuts if you don't want this thing. 67 cents a day for all of this at your fingertips. I think that's enough said about that. There are no commissions paid out from this system or this new $19.95 program, because what we were supposed to do was sell it for $29.97 or $49.97, and we chose not to because we wanted everybody to be able to afford it. So it's $19.95. You're getting at least a $50 plus a month value, and there are no commissions, but it's only 67 cents a day, okay? And I apologize, everybody. I apologize for my tone. I've been up since 3:30 this morning. We launched today. It's one of the best days of my life and your life and all of our lives, and everything is great. But please understand, this stuff is not free for us to give it to all of you. When all of you have all these free websites and everything, just so you know, there's bandwidth involved. There's costs, there's heavy duty costs, and it comes out of the profit from selling the products. That's the only place we can get it, and we sell the products less expensive than any other company out there. So I appreciate everybody. I'm so glad to see all this and how thankful all of you are. I should say most of you are, but let me tell you, what you're getting here for $19.95 a month, you just bought a Mercedes or a BMW or a Cadillac for the price of a Volkswagen if you do this. So with that being said, I'm not knocking a Volkswagen if that's what you have. I got to be really careful what I say. But James, thank you so much for putting this together in record time. And thank you so much for giving us what you gave us. Because folks, with our products and our compensation plan and this technology, it is over. The next 12 months should not just change your life, it should change your family tree forever. So James, unless you have anything to add, I think we're good. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. I'm gonna go ahead and end the webinar. Thank you for everything. And I appreciate no apologies necessary and all that stuff. And you know, folks, we've been working so hard to make sure you have the best of the best. And I gotta tell you, I believe we way exceeded even our expectations. So everybody keep giving us grace, keep praying for us, and go ahead and use all the tools and blow this thing up. All right, everybody, take care. God bless.